and happy Wednesday. Different date, different time, or not, no, same time, different date. I'm going to close that door. It is organized in there, but you don't really need to see in there, right? Let's see. Let me make sure that I am here. Hello. Okay, there we go. It was doing something weird for me. And of course won't let me see my chat, so I don't know what that means. Y'all know I struggle with all this. There we go. Okay. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Florence. Florence, I was trying to message you back, but it wouldn't let me message you back on the screen because I was trying to tell you it started at 7. So I'm sorry. Okay, we're gonna dive right in because we have a lot of stuff going on tonight with the new holiday catalog. Yay! So our prize winner from last week is Michelle. So you won this journal. Michelle, I will see you on Saturday for class and bingo. So I will bring this with me. I will not mail it. You'll get it quicker if I bring it to you. So I'm gonna bring that to you. I'm gonna put it in the stack for Kathy, for her stamp set and dies that she is borrowing. And then I have, for the prize this week, this is the Faceted Gems Trio Pack. This is out of the brand new catalog, which is right here. And we're gonna go ahead and flip down because there's just some things that I want to show you and go through really quick with you on, and then we will take a look at the new catalog. All right, I'm gonna cover you up and move you down. Let's make sure. And as I pull this down, I'm noticing, so I have the new host code that's right here. The link that is in the description of this video, please don't use that one. That one is an old one. Apparently there are issues using old host codes before the catalog went live. So we're just going to make sure that we just have a fresh one. So I closed out the other one. And I'm gonna try to see if I can, I've moved my set again here. So I think I might be in there now. There we go. Okay. So you don't see the back nasty part. Hello. Okay, so let's dive in. If you ordered a paper share or a ribbon share, I would like to let you know that yours are gonna be ready. If you've already ordered it, I'm having to cut it off for right now because there is some paper that did go on back order today. So I'm sorry to say that as of right now, I'm just gonna have to cut off the registration link for that. And once everything comes back in stock, then I will open it up if somebody else wants any more. But if you did already get the paper share or the ribbon share, I will have enough for y'all, and that is it. That is absolutely it. So, and I know that some of you will be at class or bingo on Saturday, so I will bring those with me. Okay, the next thing is, when you place a $50 order with me, you get a full-blown tutorial bundle. The tutorial bundle that is for this month has over 55 projects, and these are from demonstrators all over the world. So it's not just projects that I've created, they're projects from all levels of demonstrator, all types of demonstrators, and there are 55 projects this month, which is incredible. It's the largest one we've had, so that's really awesome. But this is my tutorial for this month. It is a little box right there, and it's got some trail mix in it. These are using new products from the catalog. This little box right here is actually from the Tricks and Treats bundle. And in saying that, this is my Halloween class, is using the tricks and treats, and I had to print this out so I'd have all the information. I don't have the dies over here because I've been working with those this week, but the bundle, it comes with the stamp set and the dies. The dies has the little bag for you to create. I did 2 bags and put as a lid. But this is normally what the bag will look like. So it cuts out like this. So this is my treat class, treat Halloween class. I'm gonna pull everything out and let you look at it real quick. I had to search high and low for projects or for candy and little Halloween stuff, because apparently nobody but the Dollar General has Halloween stuff out yet. And in Amazon, you have to buy it in bulk of like 55 or more. So, thank you, Michelle. Michelle actually sat by me at a crop when I created all these. So she got to see them in action, and she actually got to participate along with a few other ladies telling me what looked good and what didn't look good. So with this class though, there are 3 different options. The first one is you get all the supplies to do the make and takes, plus you get the bundle. You get 1 bolt of black and very vanilla large checked ribbon, which looks like that. Then you get a pack of the glow in the dark bats and ghosts, which are the little embellishments right there. You will get 1 pack of, 1 sheet of the glow in dark paper, because you'll use that on a couple of the projects. And then you get, of course, the make and take to make all 6 treat holder projects. You get a PDF with the instructions plus a video. And then that cost is $84, and that does include shipping. So it is literally a flat $84. Then there's option 2, that is all of that minus the bundle. You just don't get the bundle with it, but it has everything else. So if you are a demonstrator and you want to order this class, then you would choose option number 2, and that's $47. And then there's option 3, which is just the PDF and the video, and that's $20. And those of you who have actually already ordered that, because I had several of you, that PDF will be finalized by the end of the weekend. I'm just going through and proofing to make sure that my measurements are correct. And if you ask Kathy Goldie, that is something I should do. Somehow I always get something wrong in my measurements. So that's the Halloween class. And that, of course, that box can create anything that's not even Halloween. So it's a wonderful, wonderful bundle. Okay, the next thing I want to show you before we jump into the catalog is my club class. Club is $39, and it is using the Zany Zoo bundle, which is this right here. Club is $39. You get all of the cardstock and all of that in order to create your projects. Plus on this one, you get both of these ribbons. They come in a bundle. You'll get the whole pack of both of those, and you will get a full pack of the DSP. And that's all for $39. There is a link, I think, in the description of this video that should be correct, for Club, and there are things you can add on, like the bundle and that kind of stuff. And if you add it on, I pay the tax and the shipping for you. So makes it well worth it to add it on if you don't already have it. I meant to tell you, the Halloween class, the deadline to register for that is September the 23rd, because I want to make sure that I get everything in and get it shipped to you to get plenty of time in order to do those projects, and they'll mail out on the 29th. Club, the last day to register is the 16th, and everything will mail out to you on the 28th. So the end of the month will be very busy, which is great. That's what we want. Okay, so I think that's all of the announcements that I have. Yes, I don't see anything else over here. So now we're going to dive into this beauty right here. And I missed a whole bunch of people coming in. Hey, Sherry and Sharon and Linda and Angie. Hello. Angie's been posting pictures all day long of new products, and it's made me want to stay home and craft all day. Okay, so I can finally show you the inside of this catalog, and I've got some things marked. So the things that are marked that we'll go through are my favorite things in the catalog. I'm just gonna say this. I am madly in love with the whole catalog. There might be one or two things in here that I probably will never order, but I'm in love with it. So you're really gonna see these sets, these bundles, these suites, all of that from now until the end of the year. So, I am trying not to buy all of it at one time, but it's been very hard. And I'm not going to pull out all of my items because I have already been working. No, Angie, do not be sorry about that. Do not be sorry at all. I have all of my products that I'm using a lot of them to create classes for the next couple months. So it might take me, so I'm not going to like show you the paper and all that kind of stuff. We're just going to look at it in the catalog. Okay. What page did you not mark? A lot of them, Sharon. I really didn't mark all of them, I promise. Okay. So I wanted to point out first and foremost, this right here is a pack of paper. This is Stampin' Up's Making a Difference. This is going to each pack of paper that is sold, $3 will actually go to support an organization that is dedicated to spreading cheer. And I believe that is basically going to be those that kind of help feed or, you know, do gifts and that kind of stuff for the families that are in need. Each market will actually be a different company. They decided to make it market specific instead of just doing one large national company, or worldwide company, which is what they do sometimes. So they're breaking it down into market, which is really good. But $3 of every pack of paper that's sold will go toward making a difference in the world. So I love that Stampin' Up does that. Okay, page 1, or I guess technically page 8. So this suite right here is called Married, Bold, and Bright. And my favorite thing, I'm going to be honest with you, don't get me wrong, I like the dies and the stamp set. These the stamps right here that are solid and then the word is white, those are actually my favorite types of stamps. So I like that, but it's the paper that draws me in. The paper is bright and bold, and I love that. I like bright and bold. Fall is my favorite time of year, but I also like bright and bold paper because it stands out. So, but this is my favorite paper in the whole catalog. This is number 1. But this is an entire suite. And if you are coming to bingo on Saturday, just a little heads up, this is the grand prize winner of the last round for bingo. So I'll say a little prayer for everyone on that one. This one right here is what people are calling like the antique Santa Claus. I did not get that one. And it's not marked. It's probably not something you will ever see me use, but don't miss on this page, this item right here. This is a gift card holder. And if you go to the back of the catalog, you will see where you can actually purchase those gift card holders. Now, every year I do trees. I am a tree girl. I love trees. Again, it's that whole fall thing for me. So this set right here will be my annual tree set. I made the decision when I opened it because This right here, tree, has different dies for each layer. So you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 layers to that tree. And you can see that they have that right there. It even goes down to the 1. So, this one is one of my tops right there. And then you've got this stamp set right here. I'm not sure, I can't say that this is probably one I'll buy unless I really need it for a class. No bingo for Kelly. That's right, Michelle, that's right. For those of you who don't know, Kelly is one of our, she's one of my customers, but she wins bingo all the time. Every time she plays. And the girls make fun of her and pick at her because she wins all the time. But this is a color one. So I definitely know that Michelle will not buy this one. You could stamp it on, like a solid or a colored paper, but it's definitely meant for coloring. Not sure I'll get that one though, but it is cute. This though is what I don't want you to miss. The tiny Christmas tree dies. It cuts out all these little tiny Christmas trees right there. And that is pretty. Took the words right out of my mouth. I know. Okay, so this whole suite right here is probably I'd have to say like my second favorite in the whole catalog. I'm going to show you my favorite. It'll be the last one we get to. But this one here is incredible. I'm going to go ahead and tell you this paper right here has already gone on back order. Don't fret. We all have to deal with that now with every company that's out there. What it means is that this is a really popular paper. So if this is something that you want on your wish list or that you want from the catalog, let me know. And as soon as it becomes available, I will let you know. But this is all incredible. This ribbon is really pretty, but I'm going to tell you, if you're not a glitter person, that has glitter on it and it will go everywhere. I was working with it last night and you should see my desk. It is a glitter mess. But one of the things I love about this whole suite is it's 2 bundles, but this bundle is one of our hybrids. This is where you can emboss and cut out using the dies all at the same time. This suite is magnificent. And one of my team members who's on here, Angie, she has done some incredible picture frame 3D projects with that this week. So Angie, if you can head over to the Facebook page, I think you should be able to post on to Simply Elizabeth. If not, I might go pull them off of our other page and post them because they are incredible what she did. And literally this paper just does it all. It really does. So, and then here's like another spread of it. So you have lots of ideas to go by. Okay, this one is like an antique one. This kind of reminds me of childhood with the rocking horse. We had one that sat in our living room as a child. And it didn't look like Christmas at all. But, we had the wooden rocking chair or the wooden rocking horses. We had the wooden rocking chairs too, but that. This one here, this one actually I did get. And here's why. This is a coordination stamp set with the Let's Go Shopping. So it coordinates with those dies that are from the annual catalog. And if you want to look at the annual catalog, it's on page 158 in the annual catalog. Okay, here is another tree set. I really like this one too. This is definitely a very woodsy one. This would be great for masculine cards. This is on my list, but I liked the other tree one better. So I went with that one for my annual Christmas tree themes. I love big sentiments too. The big sentiments are great because they take up the whole card front. And then all you have to do is add some DSP and you're good to go. But if you're looking for some just simple, good sentiments, this is a great one. And then we've got this suite right here. My favorite thing out of this entire suite is the embossing folder, and it's Snow. This is a punch bundle. The bear does cut out from the DSP as well. There are some spots that you can punch with that. Just again, for those who do not like glitter, these are legit glitter embellishments, so it will be all over your table. It also comes with the Memory and More pack, so if you don't have a lot of time to create, then this is the perfect set to get. Right here, you can get the stamp set, or you don't even have to do that. All you have to do is just grab the Memories and More pack and the card bases and envelopes, and you can create a whole bunch of cards with them. And I was gonna see, so the Memories and More cards and envelopes comes with 20 card bases and 20 envelopes. So you can make 20 cards out of that. You got 2 packs of that. You'd still have plenty here in order to create. Okay, and then that gives you a little bit more there. Here's another one that's just kind of simple and out there. I've seen a lot of samples actually with this one, which is kind of cool because I didn't think that would be a real popular one. All right, this one right here, you know, it's Winter Owls, which is great. One of my favorite things about this suite though, or this, not suite, but die set is the tree. It really has a cool little tree cut out there. Now, these two right here, you will see from me, especially this one. I am in love with this forest background stamp. There are all kinds of different things you can do with it. I've seen a lot of people create cards. It's simple, easy, makes quick and easy cards. Hold on just a second. I am reading. So cute how they use the rocking horse bundle. Yes, Deb. Yes, they did a good job with that. Okay, I'm gonna grab a drink of water real quick. Maybe. And take a deep breath. Because when I go live, I tend to not breathe. I don't know why, I just don't. I breathe hard when I finally take a breath. Okay, so the Joy of Christmas. This is a sweet collection as well. So this is one that is on my probably will not get list. The reason for it is there are very detailed dies, and I don't do detailed. It takes me back, Michelle, to Eden's Garden. So this is probably not one you will see from me at all. I like the simplicity, but the paper and this ribbon here are to die for. This has the like plaid, gingham, whatever you want to call it. It has that. It also has some wood DSP. So, and the music notes. Oh my goodness, the music notes. So this is some stunning paper. There is foil shimmer to this pack right here. And then of course you all know I love my checkered patterns. All right, and then that's that suite again. This one here is one that is in my next order already because I love the gingerbread, but I love the stockings. I like stockings at Christmas, so this is one that you'll definitely see from me. Don't miss, though, this embossing folder right here, and you can see they use it right here in the back. But this is also a great set to do some tags with, and that's one of the dies in there is a tag. This one is another, I love I love that sentiment right there. I love the solid boldness of it than just the one little ornament in it. So this is a great set right here. There's lots you can do with it, but it does require coloring. All right, and then we've got this one, Radiant Light. This is a good, elegant, simple, a good, elegant, stunning set. It has some card bases and that they're featuring on this page. It has the envelopes and then the card bases, which look really good with that set right there. And then of course this set is this one over here that they're sampling, but you can see the envelope better in that picture right there. All right, this one here. So I'm not so sure about this one. I will tell you this, I have looked through all the paper and it is amazing. I love the paper in this one, especially the foil paper, the Snowflake Magic paper. But this one's gonna have to grow on me. I'm gonna have to see a lot more samples and that kind of stuff with it, because again, we're going with some detailed dies. And y'all know I don't do very well with that. But here are the embellishments that are the gift for liking, sharing, and commenting on today's YouTube Live. Hello, Melissa. Yes, ma'am. I will see you on Saturday. And then there's where they show out the stamp set for you. Snowflakes. Snowflakes are one of my top favorite things for winter. This actually comes with a punch, so there's no dies that match it, but it does come with like a tag punch for you. But there's lots of different snowflakes, and from what I can tell so far, it looks like there's a solid, and then you can stamp on top as well. Obviously, they can go by themselves, but you can layer those two up. And I'm pretty sure it's not a reversible stamp. Nope, it is just a two-step. Okay, here is one of my top favorite bundles. This brings back some high school and early 20 memories. We used to go skiing all the time. We were not in a, I call them lifts, but I know people call them all kind of different things. We weren't in fancy ones like that. We were just in a regular old chairlift that whipped you up and knocked you out. But it just reminds me of those times. So I love this one. You will see this one on a YouTube Live. All right, this one over here. It kind of does, Michelle, it kind of does look like the Forever Fern. I'm assuming you're talking about this one. It does kind of. I think Forever Fern had a lot more of the stuff, but yeah, it kind of has that look with it. Yes. Okay, this page right here, this is a reversible stamp. You've got your pine cones. These are your different seasons right here, your fall and your winter. So there are no dies. It is just a plain old stamp set. So this would be a good one if you're just looking for simple and easy. Then don't miss these nested treat boxes here that you could put together. And they're individual, so you would actually glue them to make the 4 there. All right, this one. Boy, did this one really talk to me loud. Very, very loud. This is my number 2 stamp. No, I guess, well, I don't know. 2 might have to share with the nativity one. That one and the fall one, because you know how much I love fall. The paper in this is absolutely incredible. One side is foil, the other side is like realistic pictures, and it is like the perfect fall, picturesque, wonderful. I cannot go on enough, obviously. It is incredible. So these have some solid leaves that you can stamp and then punch. And then it also has which I think is really cool. It has these, like the veins of the leaves. It has those where you can stick those on top as well. So they give you that detailed die. It's also in a stamp, which is really kind of cool as well. I think these are probably my top favorite embellishment in the catalog. I love them because they have like a speckle in them. This ribbon right here is now on back order, but it is incredible. The gold is really easy to work with. And then this right here, you'll see a lot of people, they're kind of breaking the fibers up and they're creating these different tassels with it, which is kind of cool looking. So, but we're gonna use this one tonight. This embossing folder here is distressed. So if you get it and you realize that there's not some embossing in some areas, that is on purpose, so don't freak out. All right. And we're almost halfway through maybe. We're almost actually done. I know, the Autumn DSP, Deb, literally, like I could just buy about 500 packs of it. I would really hoard it. So there's some more samples on that one. Oh, I did forget to mention there are labels in this set as well, which makes it even better. And then you've got this one over here. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not really sure how I feel about this one because I'm not so sure about the corn in it, but I do love the flowers there, and then I do love the pears there, but I'm not so sure about the dies. That's where I've struggled with this one, but I've seen a lot of really cool things with it. So, you know, I'm sure someone's going to convince me before it's all said and done. This one right here, I love this one too. I love the wooden crates with the different themes that you can do in it. It's got some really good sentiments in it as well, but this is a bundle, so you've got your stamp set and your dies. This right here, So Sincere, is a great sentiment stamp set for anything that you could need. It's got the "You're in my prayers" kind of sentiment, be grateful, so thankful. It's even got a happy birthday, all of that. Don't miss up here with the Abundant Beauty decorative masks. There you can create the sunflowers. And then you've got some other here, and we're going to use one of these. We're going to use this one. No, we used that one last week, and then we're going to use different ones today, but we used that one last week. All right, Bag of Bones. This suite is currently on back order. I believe it's the dies that are on back order, and the glow in the dark paper. But it is a great set. I'm going to be honest with you on it. There are a lot of little dies with this one. So just know that Michelle's favorite color is on that page. That's right. That is correct, Melissa. Anyway, so yes, so just know that this is on back order. I love this set, and I will use it, but I'm just going to tell you that it is the dies, there are very detailed dies in it. And again, I'm a simple stamper, so this one's going to take me a little while to work myself up to. Obviously, I have to do it before Halloween. This is my favorite Halloween set in the whole catalog. You all know I love treats. I love doing little Circes, that kind of stuff. And so this set is the one that spoke to me. It is also very simple and easy. You do have some two-step, technically I guess it would be three-step stamping with your Frankenstein and your Dracula. But the house and all of that's real easy and fun. Pumpkins. You know how I feel about my pumpkins because it is fall as well. So this is a good set because it is a punch, which punches always make it simple and easy to get where you're going. And you can see that it's this piece and this piece and that piece and that piece that punch out. The rest of them are easy to fussy cut as well. This one right here, Modern Garden. So I wasn't quite sure about this one, but I got it because it was not a holiday one. Other than it does have a sentiment in it that does say, wishing you the warm blessings of Christmas. But everything else about it is almost like spring. So I will say I love the paper. Obviously, I love the paper. So this is a great set. This is a bundle with a stamp set and is really good. This is a really good sentiment punch right here, so it works well. You can do different sizes with it as well. All right. This is a great sentiment stamp set for all of your holiday wishes there. You've got New Year, Merry Christmas. Okay, that's it. Merry Christmas and a New Year. It does have love you. Yeah, love you. So there are some different words you can create from there, but anyway. You can find one that says birthday, and then you got some wishes there. Translucent floral bundles, not a top priority for me. I'm going to have some more convincing on this one. But I do feel like these right here, these three cards are stunning. But not necessarily my style, but I will say one of my favorite things about this, which is what will take me over the edge to probably buy it. Wishing you all the happiness in the world. You're the best. Congratulations and happy birthday. I love this font style, so you'll probably see it. This one right here coordinates with the inked and tiled punch pack that's from the annual catalog. You can find that punch pack on page 147 in the annual catalog, but this stamp set coordinates. That's one thing I love that Stampin' Up! Does sometimes, is they will take something that is in the annual catalog and they will come up with another stamp set in the holiday catalog or the spring catalog that coordinates with it. And then here is, I have to say, I didn't mark this one, but I love this one. And I'm really happy to see something like this. So this is a Happy New Year set. It's got the fireworks, but it has dies to go along with it as well. So that's going to be really fun to play with when we get to the end of the year. Okay, this one, you know, they always come out with the people, what I call the people stamp sets. And this is the people stamp set for our holiday catalog. It's called Always With Me. And I love that one right there. That one, but it's got some good sentiments in it as well. So this is a good set to get. All right, let's see. This one right here, I've seen a lot of people say they like this one, which I'm kind of impressed with. It's very different. I haven't seen anything similar to this with the Stampin' Up! Before. So that's very exciting. You can see that they used it with the wave die, and I just drew a blank of what that one is called. But let's see. I was going to see if they would tell me what it is, but they did not on the page, so that's okay. But anyway, this is a great set. I think Kathy Goldie, didn't you really like this one? Is this one you got, I think? So we'll have to see what project she comes up with. And don't miss up here, you've got the Cherry Patterns embossing folders. Here is the throughout the year stamp set. This is a great stamp set because it is all of your holidays. I'm a Merry Christmas girl, but they do have Happy Holidays. That's good for if you're doing Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's all at one time in one card. You got Happy Easter, you got birthdays, Cheers to the New Year, Be My Valentine, Best of Luck, Trick or Treat. So this will cover all of your holidays if you need a simple stamp set for that. I was kind of impressed that they put a Waves of Inspiration. Thank you, Deborah. I was kind of impressed that they put a birthday set in. I think, well, I mean, obviously it does say Happy New Year, but then you've got Happy Birthday to you as well. I have to say that I love this stamp set, and it will look great with the paper from this Merry and Bright set. That would look really good because if you look at the back of this paper, it has some great patterns with it. So this stamp set would look great with that. And there are those classic gift card envelopes there as well. This one right here is Cheers to the Season. I like the leaf in this one for sure. That one's really pretty. This would be great for New Year's. And then of course that's your Christmas. So it's 3 holidays all wrapped into one for you. And then you have that little brush stroke, which is really good for backgrounds when you're doing like some different, it's like a watercolor background. Don't miss one of my favorite things in the whole catalog, the deckled circle dies. These are fantastic, and they are much larger than you think they are. Here they are. They are huge. And I have seen a demonstrator actually take, I don't think it's this one. I'm pretty sure it's not that big one. But I have seen some of the demonstrators take and create a card with the actual circles. So there's all kinds of different things you can do. You know, step outside the box with just cards. You can put these on scrapbooks. So it would be great for scrapbook pages. I know Stampin' Up! Doesn't do so much with the scrapbooks anymore, but this is good for those 12 by 12 pages. And any projects that you may have around the house if you're creating, you know, any kind of projects beyond just card making. Okay, This right here, Curved Occasions Bundle. I love this one because I love the roller skates and the disco ball and the little beetle. Now, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a beetle. We're going to say it is. I owned a beetle for a long time, so yes. Oh, it's next on the list, Kathy. Okay. I thought you were the one that said you really liked it. But this is a great set, and then it comes with that punch that you can see they did those little things there. So you will definitely see this one. And then this one right here. This is my favorite one in the whole catalog. And it is different. It is different than I have ever seen Stampin' Up! Come out with. You guys know I'm an outdoor person. I love the fall, that kind of stuff. I love hiking and all of that. Well, this is the stamp set that one of the things stamping for me does is it builds friendships and things like that, but it takes you down memory lane sometimes. And one of my favorite memories is everywhere we went as a kid, my dad had this green thermos. So this for me is all about the memories, and I absolutely love it. And I cannot get enough of it. So you will see this one probably a lot from me. This is also the stamp set that I used for this project. So I used a different sentiment, but those are the flowers that are from right there. So that's my favorite one. And then that is the end of the catalog. So just a couple of tips for you. You can find all of your bundles from page 67 all the way to page 73. Then you can find the breakout of the catalog at a glance. These are your stamp sets all right here. Then you'll get into your dies. So that's where your stamp set's in. It's right there, Year to Celebrate. And then your dies all start right there. And then you've got your embossing folders. When you flip the page, you've got all your papers, your punches, your embellishments, and your ribbons. And then don't forget the last page back here, or the next to the last page. You have your framing foliage, which is one of the Hostess rewards there. So when you spend a certain amount of money, you can get a free stamp set. So that is the catalog at a glance. There's a lot in it. There's a lot that I love. There's a lot that I'm in trouble with. And I'm trying hard not to spend all my money for it. But, sometimes life just happens, right? Okay, so let's work with one of my top favorite stamp sets. And that is the Autumn Leaves. This class tonight is being offered as a class. You can get all 3 make and takes if you use this host code and spend $35. If you spend over $150 or more, don't use the host code, get your own host rewards. I'll still send you the projects from tonight, okay? Here's our stamp set. And here are our dies. You can see those details right there. This is a really cool die. I do want to show you this part though. So this right here is just dots. And it creates some, what I call texture, on your card, and this one as well. So that will make an imprint into your cardstock. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to try to make it quick so that you aren't here all night long. I've already done the die cutting, so you don't have to worry about that. I didn't want y'all to have to sit there and watch me do it all. Next on your list, Angie. Yay! All right, we're gonna pull in this. So these are the masks that are from the annual catalog, and they're called Artistic Mix Decorative Mask. So we're gonna use this one. We're gonna take our cardstock. One great thing is that this bundle coordinates with Very Vanilla. I never get to use Very Vanilla very often, so it's great to be able to. We're gonna line this up inside of our mask there. And then I have it taped on the back of it so it won't move around. We're gonna grab some soft seafoam. I had to re-ink my soft seafoam, and it's very dark. Soft seafoam is not usually that dark, but because I had to re-ink the ink pad, it is quite dark. And then we're just gonna get us a background using this mask. We're gonna flip. And I think, you know, if you have some places that are lighter and some places that are darker, I think that is just fine. I think that gives the back of your card some definition. So don't worry about it all being exactly, you know, the same ink heavy in the spots. All right. I think I'm going to go with that. And we will take that out. And ta-da! And it goes by quick when you have a really juicy ink pad too. All right, let me close this up so I don't get ink everywhere on me. I'm gonna move this too. All right, so now we're gonna build up our card front here. I used the deckled circles to create a wreath there. We are going to put a little bit of liquid glue on the back. And when I mean little, I mean little. When I was doing the sample, I even told myself, don't squeeze hard. And I still squeezed hard. And I had a big old blob that came out as soon as I like turned it over. So I'm just doing a thin line all the way around. And then we're going to put this here. And then we're going to start building up. All right, so, and we're going to stick some of these up underneath, which is another reason why I wanted to use the liquid glue. And I'm not going to use all of them. We're just going to kind of build. All right, and then the rest are going to go on the outside. All right, so let's do, we're gonna pull out some here. We're gonna do a green one, and we're gonna use some liquid glue. Actually, you know what? No, we're not. No, we're not. There are holes in those leaves. We are not gonna have ink or glue everywhere. All right, so now we're gonna take, and we're gonna put this. Trying to bring everything to kind of gather right about here so that we can put our sentiment and then our bow. Okay. And we're gonna put this one right about here. And then let's take a yellow. Oh, and that wasn't very pretty. There we go. Let's stick this one kind of, okay, that's not gonna go back there. So we're gonna stick this one right about here. And then we're gonna pop some up as well. So let's grab a old olive and let's grab some dimensionals. And we're gonna stick down here. We're gonna grab a glue dot. And kind of stick up underneath here. Let's see. Actually, we're gonna make that smaller because we wanna make sure it doesn't hang off the side of our piece there. All right. We can tuck that up underneath there. There we go. That'll be fun. We'll make that part work. All right, let's do some little leaves. Let's do a crushed curry. And I do have a blog post that is up, so you can get all of the measurements. You can get all of that from it. All right, and we're gonna stick this one here. And I updated it this morning so that it would have all of the new products that came out today. All right, so we're gonna stick this here. Now that it's stuck to my finger. All right. And for the purpose of the video, I'm gonna stop there just so you don't have to watch me really build it all up. But what it'll do is you can fill it out once you put your sentiment on there as well. So, but you don't have to watch the whole build up part. You really just need to see the basics. So that's what we're gonna go with. All right, we are gonna stamp our sentiment, which is I'm thankful, and we're gonna stamp that in pecan pie. And we're gonna stamp it right here. And then in our early espresso, we're gonna stamp today and every day. We'll flip this over and put dimensionals on. And since we've got some built up over here with our dimensionals, we're actually gonna have to put one more on there real quick. Let's see. Let's do this one. Okay. Now, oops. Then this can go right here. And then you can continue to build up as needed if you choose to. Then we are going to take and put it on our card base. We'll flip that over. We're going to put dimensionals on the back. And then we'll put this on the front. We'll do our ribbon and our embellishment. And then we will be done with card number 1. I love the reds and the greens and I almost did wild wheat just for you, Michelle, but I didn't. All right, so we're gonna take our linen thread and we're gonna fold it in half. So we're gonna grab a piece and then we'll fold it in half and we're gonna do what's called a double bow. And let's pull that a little bit. We'll trim off those tails. And then grab a glue dot. Stick that right there. We'll grab our embellishments and grab our, take your pick tool. And then we're gonna stick a whole bunch on here. So we're gonna put one there. We're gonna put one on the corner of our sentiment. Let's do one here. Oops. There, there, and then right there. All right, so there is card number 1. And I'm going to get all of my little dimensionals out the way. Okay. We'll set these up here. And actually that doesn't look bad at all. I actually like it. So any way you layer your leaves and such like that, it really will work out. It will really look good. All right, card number 2 is pretty simple. So we've got this one right here. This is going to use that new ribbon that is on back order. I'm sorry. And let me put that in there. All right, so this we're going to stamp our leaves on. And it's just one, and then we have to, I think I already cut out, yeah, I cut out the sentiment. All right, so this is going to be Pretty Peacock. We're gonna ink it up right there. I would suggest using one of your foam mats underneath. It will help you get a clear image as well. All right, let's do our sentiment, which is autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful. And we'll stick that right there. Then we are going to cut that out, as well as we're going to cut out some pieces there. We're going to use those 2 dies that, or we're actually going to use, you know what, we're going to use both of them, so you only have to watch me go through it once. Nope, it won't work, never mind. Okay, so we're going to die cut this way first. And we're going to use our little mini since it's right here. So we're going to stick it in. And then we're going to run it through again. So you can see now you've got some holes there. And then we're going to stick it up here. Like that. And then that will create holes up there. And so that's just giving it a little bit more definition. Then I'm going to take the big leaf and we're going to cut it out. We'll put some tape on there, make sure it stays. We'll cut out. Sorry for the shaking. Oh, thank y'all. All right, so that's all the die cutting for this. We are then going to take our Moody Mauve. We're going to take a speckle die, and this speckle die is from the Perched in a Tree. It's that one right there. And I felt like this card needed a little bit of extra on it, so we're going to stamp there and there. And then I don't think I did anywhere else. We'll just layer that over again. Okay? So you're just going to see it poke out from underneath the card right there. All right. Now we're going to put this together. This is some of the paper from the All About Autumn, which is just so pretty. Seriously, I need to hoard like 5 or 6 packs. And I know I've been telling Michelle this, and but I have been truly cleaning out my office, my craft room, office room, whatever you want to call it, to the point of where I really am getting rid of everything that is retired and extra paper that I have. And boy, do I have a lot, because when it's pretty, I hoard it. All right, so we're going to put this on our card front at an angle. Then we're going to take this one and put it at the opposite angle. And again, if you use liquid glue, you can still do that. Just be careful of your holes because it will seep through. All right, so we're gonna put this one like that. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. Okay, now you'll notice here I have the vine. So what I did was I took and cut out the copper clay with an adhesive sheet on the back so that it would become a sticker. And then we're gonna just place it right here. And it doesn't have to be perfect because no leaf is. Then we're gonna put adhesive on the back. And we're gonna, oh, you know what I forgot? My little strip of paper right here. So on the back side of that paper is that. And I am gonna use that because I think these two coordinate very well together. We're gonna stick this right here. Okay, now we'll put our leaf on. Right there. We're gonna put this in that background. And again, I have the adhesive sheet on the back. So we can stick that there. And then we'll put this one. Actually, we're gonna do our sentiment next because I wanna make sure my placement is right. She said she was coming to do my I am Michelle. You were next on my list. I have apparently found a need to get rid of anything I don't use. And you know, I already get rid of most of my retired stuff. But when I say that I cleaned it out, I legit cleaned it out. All right, I'm gonna put this on, but I'm not gonna press down on it. I'm just gonna lay it. Because what I want is to just make sure that I put my placement of my Mossy Meadow and my crushed curry in the right place. So this is gonna go here. And then this is gonna go right here. And then we can press that down. We are gonna grab some of that ribbon. Oops, I cut my light off again. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I already kind of tore some of it apart, but I did want to show you. I kind of wanted to show you how to do it. So all you do is if you see this little piece right here, all you have to do is start pulling it. And when you start pulling it, it's going to start fraying it. So just like that, okay? And then when you do a whole bunch of it, this is what you get. And it is messy. It can be, but that's okay because it makes it so pretty. We got some extra little things in there. Let me get rid of that. All right, so all I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna tie a bow. Okay, now I don't really want it to be like a bow, so I know that's weird, but we're gonna trim it literally right down to where that is, and we're just going to kind of tuck it behind. So it almost makes it look like it's a, not like a pom-pom, but you know, I don't know what it would be called, but I didn't want it to really look like a bow. And you can kind of cut it all at an angle, kind of like they cut hair sometimes, you know, like it's not necessarily all even. And then we'll tuck that up underneath as much as we can. We're going to kind of we're gonna kind of spread it out too so that it kind of looks, it looks disheveled. That's kind of the look I was looking for. Let me do this. Why am I making a mess? Okay, then let's do that over here. Okay, all right, I think that is good. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. You know, you can't ever make it look like your first one did. It's never gonna work that way. So, and then we're gonna stick it right here. And then last but not least, we're going to take our embellishment, and these are the Neutrals adhesive backed sequins. And we're gonna take a couple of big ones, and we're gonna use the one on the bottom, that one, okay? And let's come down here. Let's do a little one and a little one. And then we'll do another big one and we'll stick it right there. Okay. So that is card number 2. Oh, thank you, Deb. So I'll tell you a little story. When I was in college, I worked for a company called Paul Harris. It was a casual business ladies store. And the reason they hired me was because I could put mannequins together like nobody else. I would pick the stuff that would all come in the shipment and put the mannequins together. That was what I did every single month or bi-weekly or whatever it was. And that was my favorite thing, was to try all the different colors together, because you just never know, you know, until you put them next to each other. I love colors and I love combining colors together. So that means a lot that you said that. It means I still got it. All right, so card number 2. And then let's move on to the last one. And we have a little box. Now inside the box are some of my favorite candies in the whole wide world. It is some Ghirardelli squares. And this is the milk chocolate caramel. These are my favorite. I could sit and eat a whole bag of them. Thankfully, it's not a very big bag that they come in. Well, they do have the big ones, but you can't ever find those. All right, so we're gonna use a scalloped bag, or a scalloped gift card box. And then we're gonna put it together real quick. It's very easy. This is for you to put your gift card holder or your gift card in. And you can see it will just slip right on in there and then right on in here. And it's nice and secure, okay? You could put this in your box on the bottom, but I feel like it does better at the top, and then put whatever it is, if you want to put like a little Circe. So it would look like this. I'm just gonna show you. So you would do your little gift card on top, and then they could pull that up, and then they have like the extra little Circe. I have found that is the easiest way, because this kind of has, because it's up. You could also fold it like this and stick it down in the bottom if you wanted, but I liked it like that. Anyway, so there's that. Just little things to help you when you use these things. Okay, so we're gonna fold on all the score lines. We're not gonna worry about anything but just folding right now. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take and fold this top part back, and we're gonna fold this piece back. Okay, so it's gonna look like that. And that's just to get them out the way. We're gonna take these 2 tabs, lay them right there, and fold this over. And then it's gonna attach right down here in this little hole, okay? Then you're gonna do the same thing on this side, pull in those 2 tabs, flip this over it, and push it down and secure it in that hole. Now, all you have to do with this side is fold it over and secure it in those 2 little notches right there. And then there is your box. Very, very simple. Now, I told you these are my favorite, so I only have 3 left to put in here. But it will fit 4 very nicely. If you don't do this, you could actually fit 6 in there. So the more the merrier, right? Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that ribbon, wherever I put it. We're gonna put some adhesive right down the center, like that. And we're gonna make sure that we have enough to tie a bow. And then we're just gonna lay that across the top. Then I'm just gonna trim. I'm gonna lay it on its side, and I'm gonna tie the bow. If you're not good at bows, you can always just do a knot. And I might have not cut enough, so we're just gonna do a knot. We're gonna do a loose knot. And then we're gonna trim like that and like that. So now you've got those little tails. So if you're not good at bows, some ladies in class scream at me for doing so many bows. You can do a knot. All right. Then we have a piece of that DSP again, and we're gonna put that over the top. We're gonna lay it with dimensionals, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take and put my dimensionals down the center like this. And this is also gonna help to keep that ribbon on, okay? Then we're gonna put dimensionals here and here. So just along each edge. And then take the backings off. That's important to take the backings off. And then you'll stick this right down here like that. Let's take our sentiment. And again, this is one of the labels from the die set. We're gonna take and do with a grateful heart, and we're gonna stamp that in some Mossy Meadow. Oh, I'm in the wrong bucket. Good grannies. All right. I got confused. All right, so we've got our with a grateful heart. We'll stick that there. And then we're gonna take this piece here. We are gonna stamp our leaves. We're gonna do this skinny one here. We're gonna stamp it right there. Move that out the way. And then we are gonna take some shaded spruce. And we're gonna ink up the veins, but I don't need that bottom piece. So I'm not gonna ink that up because you're not gonna see all that. And then we're gonna stick that there. I'm gonna leave that out because I'm gonna need it one more time. I'm gonna clean this stamp because we are going to, maybe, I might not be, oh, there it is. We are gonna use Cajun Craze to do our next color. All right, so we're gonna ink it up. Yep. And we're gonna stick it right there. I got some really juicy pads right now. We're gonna take that shaded spruce again. We're gonna take the detailed on this one. We're gonna ink it up. Again, I don't need that, the stem. I keep calling it a tail, but I don't need the stem. And we're gonna just stamp on over. All right, let's bring in our machine again. I'm gonna cut down the side this time. And I'm gonna cut or tear that in half. And we're gonna stick that one on. And I stamped them too close. So we're gonna run this one through first. All right. And then we need you as a personal shopper. You know, I think I shop more, Deb, now for craft supplies than I do clothes, for real. Somewhere along the last 8 years, I have lost my mojo for clothes and found my mojo for craft supplies. All right, so we will cut those 2 leaves out. And then we're gonna put those over there on the plate. Put that up there. All right, and then we can put the rest of our box together. We're gonna take this, put dimensionals on the back of it. And one in the center. We're not gonna take the backs off yet. We're just gonna lay it right here. We're gonna take our Cajun Craze. We're gonna put some adhesive on it. We're gonna slide that down in there. And it's okay if it hangs off because this is a box you're gonna give to someone. We are then going to take our crushed curry one. We're gonna stick it down right about there. We'll take our 2 little Cajun Craze leaves. We're gonna put dimensionals on both the back of those. And we'll stick it there and stick it there. Then we will take the back off. And adhere. We will then take and put dimensionals on the back of this one. We're gonna put one there and one here. Now we're gonna stick that right there. Last but not least, we're gonna use my favorite embellishment. And I love the colors, the Moody Mauve. That's pecan pie. No, that's pecan pie, I'm sorry. I don't crumb cake, I'm guessing crumb cake. And then Old Olive. I'm pretty sure. I know that's Moody Mauve and pecan pie. I'm pretty sure I'm right about those though. Because it's not a granny apple green and it's definitely not a mossy meadow. But we are gonna take the green ones, whatever color they may be. And we're going to stick them on our card front or on our box front. All right, I'm gonna actually let's add another one there. There, and then we're gonna add one right there. There we go. All right, so that is our box. All right, let me bring in all the projects after I move all of my craziness. Don't forget the host code. We'll put this one underneath so that you can't see the, the non-ribbon anymore. And then you've got this card and you've got this card. So that's your host code. When you order $35 or minimum of $35 before tax and shipping. Using that host code, you will get all 3 of these projects for free in the mail from me as a thank you. Then if you spend over $150, don't use that host code. Make sure that you get your own Stampin' Rewards, and I will still send you the make and take package. So that is it. Make sure you share, like, and comment before you head away so that you can go in the drawing for these embellishments from the new catalog. If you have questions, let me know. You can click on the link to get the measurements of all the cards that were created tonight, and it has the links where you can go and see all the products we used as well. All right, everyone, have a great night, and no live next week. No live, because I have church Monday, team meeting on Tuesday, church on Wednesday, and then an event on Thursday. So I will not be live at all next week, but make sure you go and follow me on Facebook, because obviously I will post pictures from card class and from bingo next week as well. So, all right, everyone, see you in 2 weeks. Bye.